John 1:8. Uk ein ekenas taphos, al hena marturese peri tu photas. Translation: that one, and notice the demonstrative pronoun there used to refer to John the Baptist. We see that it's John's idiolect, that is, John, the author of this gospel, his particular style to like the demonstrative pronoun. Hutas, the near demonstrative pronoun, this one, or ekenas, the far demonstrative pronoun, that one. That one was not, right, third singular of me, that one was not the light. So ekenos is the subject, and taphos is the predicate nominative. When you have a sentence with a to be verb, and you have a pronoun of some kind, that pronoun here, ekenos, is usually the subject, and the other noun here, taphos, will usually be the predicate nominative. So again, the translation, that one was not the light, but, and there's an ellipsis here, dropping out of words. This frequently happens in Greek to have an ellipsis. And from context, we'll pick up the idea of coming from the previous verse. But he came, that is, John the Baptist came, so that, we know that hena is going to be followed by the subjunctive. 72% of the time it's going to be aorist subjunctive. As soon as we see that sigma, we say, bam, that's an aorist subjunctive. That's a third-person singular ending. So that's an aorist active subjunctive, third-person singular. So that he would testify, so that he should testify about the light, right? John the Baptist came to testify about the light. He himself was not the light. It's interesting to think about early church tradition. Some tradition says that John wrote his gospel in Ephesus. And when we read in the book of Acts, Acts chapter 19, Paul is in Ephesus, and people are revering John the Baptist and not really understanding that he was a forerunner to the Messiah, not the Messiah himself. And so Paul sort of has to put John the Baptist in his proper place in the same way that this verse is doing. And really, I think it's very interesting. There's still a group today that exalts John the Baptist as the preeminent prophet. It's called the Mandeans, and a lot, for centuries, they've lived in Iraq mainly, and through political and religious instability in the world, many of them have been resettled now in the United States as religious refugees, and in the providence of God, a lot of them have been resettled in Louisville, Kentucky. And I recently had a brother here, Christian brother, show me a photograph of a Mandean man being baptized with just a look of joy on his face as he had come to know the Christ to whom John the Baptist pointed.